Cheerio, mate. Welcome back to another video. Oh, that's more Australian than British. Let's get this off. Before you correct me in the comments, I know the British weren't at the Battle of the Bulge.
Oh, they were in the vicinity.
Anyway, we have another Minifigure Monday for you guys. But this time we're reviewing and talking about two minifigs. We're talking about this minifigure, the Winter German Soldier. He's paired with a Car 98. I'll show a picture on screen right now before we actually get into about the minifigure. And then we have the American U.S. Rifleman winter coat version from Brickmania. Both from Brickmania minifigs. That's a picture of him up on screen now. Anyway, before we actually get into the minifigure and the perfect calibers and, you know, all this stuff, Dave, history. What is the Battle of the Bulge? I mean,
ever since I was a kid, the Battle of the Bulge was
besides a
my
funny
favorite.
thing excluding that. Dave, history.
Yeah, the Battle of the Bulge has fascinated me, and I think you, ever since we were little.
Yes.
We played the Avalon Hill war game, Battle of the Bulge, over and over again.
Really cool.
And it's just, I mean, it's like we know every part of the battlefield pretty intimately. It's December 16th, 1944. You're the Germans. You're losing. But the Allied invasion has stalled somewhat. And you're Adolf Hitler. You want to roll a dice and take one big gamble. And you come up with this grandiose plan, young Joshua.
Von Epstein's in Draken!
And the plan is, you're going to send about 410,000 men, about 1,500 tanks, and you're going to send them through the Ardennes forest, which is thickly wooded, hence the name forest, and also lightly defended, because no one on the Allied side thought that anyone in their right mind would go through a thickly wooded area like the Ardennes.
And it's debatable if Hitler was in his right mind or not.
Well, he definitely wasn't. So anyway, on December 16th, they strike the idea they were going to drive a wedge through the British and the American armies, and then they were going to turn on the British, wipe them out, or at least defeat them soundly, and they had wild ideas. Cross the Meuse River, take Antwerp, and hopefully get the British and the Americans to sue for peace.
Yes, and fortunately for us, that did not happen.
Freezing cold, average temperatures about 20 degrees, about 8 inches of snow average on the ground, and just frightful conditions. Men would get wounded and they would die before they could seek medical aid because of the cold. Everything was so frozen. The trees were just brittle, and the Germans would send artillery shells into the trees, and the trees would kind of explode and send this sharp frozen wood like shrapnel into the lines. It was really, really bloody. So anyway, about Christmas Day, finally there's some decent conditions. It had been foggy and snowy and misty, and nobody could see anything, and the Allies couldn't use their air support. But around December 25th, air support, skies clear, and that's the beginning of the end. And of course, Battle of the Bulge is where General Anthony McAuliffe uttered his famous response to the German demand for surrender at Bastogne. And what did General McAuliffe say? The one-word answer?
Don't help me. I know this. Nuts.
Nuts. Yeah. All right, so let's look at these minifigures. Mostly Americans. The American does have a winter coat on, but many of the Americans, they were totally unprepared for winter weather and didn't have winter clothing. So let's take a look at these bad boys, as you like to say.
Alright, so this is the guy right here. He's looking pretty mighty fine with a perfect caliber Car 98 there. Yes, that's right. He has some good detailing all around. He's out of focus now. Back in focus, and an awesome Steinhelm helmet, I believe. Stahlheim.
I'm not sure.
Grenade on the back. Pretty cool stuff. Side and leg printing. Arm printing as well. Just an overall nice figure. We have actually two of these guys, and they're great.
Nice side printing. Kind of that winter camo thing going on. Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Dave?
I think it's one of your favorite figures. It's certainly one of mine.
Yes. Maybe not my favorite, but yes, it's
one
of my favorites. Alright, get him up there. Get the next guy up there.
Get out of here, Fritz. Here we have the American Rifleman, who doesn't have a rifle. He picked up a Thompson, which is all right. And
Again, great torso work, great leg work, great, all the printing is just fabulous on this guy.
And he's got some interesting footwear.
Yes.
These were basically pullover galoshes type boots that they pulled over their regular shoes. It wasn't in wide use, but it was in some use during the Battle of the Bulge because they were short on winter clothing. So that was a nice touch that that Landon put in his design. If we have failed to mention, these are both from Brickmania, or Brickmania. We call it Brickmania sometimes because of a Russian YouTuber that calls it Brickmania.
Anyway, but awesome detail everywhere. Also, the helmet, again, very nicely detailed. And this is actually a minifigure of the month of January, and I think the German one was the month of December. Minifigure month, I believe.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. We have 3 of these guys. At this point in the video, we have 2 things to mention very, very quickly. Cosby's Bricks Brooklyn store. It's a Brooklyn store run by Cosby's Bricks. Who would have thunk it? He has 10% off, a sale going on right now. If you use code Brickafit, it helps me, it helps him, it helps you. So why wouldn't you? It helps 3 people. You can impact 3 people today.
And you can further the cause of world peace.
Yes.
Because you'll have several more happy people.
Yes.
And happy people don't fight, and they don't want to do anything unpeaceful.
No. But anyway, if you enjoyed this series, please give it a thumbs up. Please. 10 likes and we'll do the next one. I'm sure we'll get there, guys. The last one didn't do so hot. John Paul Jones, he didn't do hot. He didn't do so hot. John Paul Jones, he's very sad. And he wants you to make up for it. He wants you to subscribe. Because of John Paul Jones, if he knows that somebody watched this and they didn't subscribe,
he'll come back from the dead?
No.
That's a little creepy, Poppy.
No. John Paul Jones, he's going to be sad in his grave. He's going to be sad. So, help out John Paul Jones.
What on earth are you doing?
Alright, anyway. The next one will be Rosie the Riveter. We're going to do a little sneak peek here. Alright, this is the sneak peek right there. That's all you get? That's all you get? Yeah, she's going to be pretty good. And on her votes, I'm pretty sure the total score was like 26 to like 3. Go follow my Instagram. You can decide what the next one is after Rosie the Riveter. But
well, we're going to give the women their due because they had a huge impact.
They did.
Pretty much in every area of life, but
most importantly, human development.
Oh, okay. How do we extricate ourselves from this
Cosby's
sticky situation?
Subscribe. We're trying to hit 750 subscribers by the end of the year. We're not going to do it.
Hey.
So, yeah.
Cut out the negative talk.
We're not doing it. I bet you $1,000 we're not doing it. And I'm serious.
Hey, for $1,000, I'll go create 100 fake accounts and subscribe myself.
Really?
All right.
So you have 50 emails?
Don't we have something we need to do?
No.
Well, we need to find something to do. You were talking something about building something?
Yes. Sneak peek for another video as well. Veteran. Yeah, it's coming.
All right, that's enough sneak peeking. Let's get to building, and we'll see you all
on the next one.